Welcome to your SAP Business Technology Platform journey. Today we will explore the SAP BTP trial account. This is your free, hands-on environment to experiment with SAP's cloud platform. For instance, you could build a small app that tracks office supply orders. This practical access accelerates your learning and innovation with SAP BTP tools. Perfect starting point for beginners. This means you need no prior SAP knowledge. We will build your understanding from the ground up. For example, a small business can start by using BTP to securely connect its online store to its accounting software. This foundational approach ensures you gain practical skills with confidence right from the beginning. No cost, no commitment, just learning. This means you can access all this training for free without any obligations. For instance, you can explore how to build an app on SAP BTP today without any financial risk. Simply focus on gaining new skills to advance your career. Let's discover what you can build. This means we will explore the powerful applications you can create on SAP BTP. For example, you could build a mobile app that lets sales teams check real-time inventory while visiting clients. This platform turns your innovative ideas into tangible, working solutions. What is the SAP Business Technology Platform trial account? Free access to SAP Business Technology Platform. This means you can use SAP's cloud tools at no cost for learning and testing. For instance, you could build a small app to track project tasks without any financial commitment. It's an excellent way to gain hands-on experience risk-free. Your personal sandbox for learning and testing. This means you get a safe, isolated environment where you can freely explore SAP BTP services without affecting real systems. For instance, you could practice building an app using the Business Application Studio. This hands-on approach accelerates your understanding and skills development in a risk-free setting. Pre-configured environment ready to use. This means SAP has already set up the technical foundation, so you can start building solutions immediately without installation delays. For example, you could instantly begin developing a mobile app that tracks inventory. This setup accelerates your learning and innovation from day one. Perfect for hands-on practice. This means you can freely experiment with SAP BTP services without any cost. For instance, you could build and test a small application that automatically sends email notifications. It's a risk-free environment to learn by doing and build your confidence with the platform. Unlock innovation with a risk-free trial experience. Completely free, no credit card required. This means you can access SAP BTP's full trial capabilities without any cost or payment information. For example, a student can build a prototype application to manage study schedules without financial risk. This removes all barriers to exploring SAP BTP firsthand. Access to many SAP services and tools. This means you can explore a wide range of pre-built SAP capabilities, from databases to AI, without any installation. For instance, you could quickly build a small app using the Business Application Studio. This hands-on access accelerates your learning and innovation significantly. The first key benefit is safe environment to experiment. This means you can freely test configurations and applications without any risk to your fully live business systems. For instance, Try building a sample workflow that automates vacation requests. If it fails, nothing breaks. This trial space builds confidence before committing real resources. Learn by doing without risk. This means you can experiment freely in a safe environment where mistakes have no consequences. For instance, try building a sample app. If it fails, simply restart with no impact on real business operations. This hands-on approach builds confidence and practical skills safely. Available services within the SAP Business Technology Platform. Application Development Tools. These are the software and platforms that help you build, test, and run custom applications. For instance, the Business Application Studio provides a modern development environment to create an app for managing employee leave requests. Using these tools accelerates the entire development process from start to finish. Database and storage services. These provide secure, scalable places to store and manage your application's data, from simple files to complex databases. For instance, a mobile app could use these services to securely store user profiles and preferences in the cloud. This reliable foundation is essential for any data-driven application. Integration capabilities. This means BTP provides tools to connect your SAP and non-SAP applications, allowing them to share data and processes seamlessly. For example, you could automatically sync customer data between your SAP S/4HANA system and a cloud-based marketing platform. These pre-built services are essential for creating a unified digital landscape. Analytics and AI services. These are tools that help you understand data patterns and automate smart decisions. For example, a retailer could use them to predict which products will sell best next season, optimizing inventory automatically. This transforms raw data into actionable business insights efficiently. Many pre-configured options. This means SAP BTP provides ready-to-use services and integrations, so you do not have to build everything from scratch. For instance, you can quickly set up a mobile app using pre-built security and data synchronization services. This saves significant time and effort in your development projects. Important trial account limitations to be aware of. Account expires after 30 days. This means your trial access will automatically end 1 month after activation. For example, if you start on 1st March, all services and data will be unavailable from 31st March. Plan your activities within this time frame to make the most of your trial period. Limited resources and storage. This means your trial account has restricted memory, processing power, and data space, capping what you can build and run. For instance, you might only be able to deploy one small application before hitting these limits. Always monitor your usage to avoid service interruptions. Some advanced features not available. This means your trial account includes core capabilities but excludes certain premium tools. For instance, while you can build basic apps, you cannot use the high availability runtime option for production-grade reliability. Remember, the trial is designed for learning and initial exploration, not full-scale operations. Not for production use. This means the trial account is strictly for learning and testing, not for running real business operations. For example, you could practice building a small app to track personal tasks, but never use it for critical company data. Remember, it is a safe playground, not your fully live business environment. Understanding the 30-day limit. Your trial lasts for 30 days from activation. This means once you start your trial, you have 1 month to explore and use all the services. For instance, if you activate on 1st June, access will end on 30th June. Make the most of this period to learn and build. You can renew if needed. This means before your 30-day trial expires, you can easily extend it for another 30 days to continue your work without losing any data or progress. For example, if your project testing takes longer than expected, you can renew your trial environment. This flexibility ensures your development isn't interrupted. Perfect time frame for learning basics. This means the 30 days give you just enough time to comfortably explore core features without feeling rushed. For example, you can spend a week setting up your account, another week building a simple app, and the final weeks testing it. This structured period is ideal for building a solid initial understanding. Plan your learning within this period. This means scheduling your training to finish within 30 days before access expires. For instance, if you start a course on the 1st, aim to complete all modules by the 30th. This proactive approach ensures you gain the full benefit of the available resources without interruption. Resource limits and what to expect. Limited memory and computing power. This means your applications have a fixed cap on RAM and processing capacity, like a small container that can only hold so much. For example, a simple employee directory app might slow down if too many users search at once. Always monitor usage to avoid hitting these limits. Restricted storage capacity. This means your SAP BTP trial account has a fixed, limited amount of space for saving data and files. For example, you can only store a small number of user profile pictures before running out of room. Always monitor your usage to avoid hitting this ceiling unexpectedly. Designed for learning, not heavy workloads. This means your trial account has limited resources, ideal for exploring features but not for running large applications or high-volume data processing. For example, you can build a simple app, but not host a company-wide system. Always check your usage to stay within these boundaries. The bullet states, enough to build and test small applications. This means the provided resources are sufficient for developing and running smaller-scale prototypes or pilot projects. For example, you could build a simple employee directory app to test integration with SuccessFactors. This capacity ensures you can fully validate your concepts before any major commitment. When to use the SAP BTP trial account. Learning SAP BTP for the first time. This means you are new to the platform and need hands-on experience without commitment. For example, a student can explore building a simple app to understand core services. Using the trial account is the ideal starting point for your initial journey into SAP BTP. Testing new ideas and concepts. This means you can experiment with new SAP solutions or build custom applications without any commitment. For instance, a developer could try building a mobile app that tracks delivery statuses using SAP Build Apps. This trial environment allows for risk-free innovation before any official project begins. Building proof-of-concept applications. This means creating a small, functional version of an app to test an idea before full development. For example, You could build a simple app to automatically generate sales reports from your data. The trial account provides the perfect, risk-free environment to validate these concepts quickly. Preparing for certification exams. This means using the trial account to practice and explore SAP BTP services hands-on, exactly as you will need for the test. For example, you can configure the SAP HANA Cloud service to understand its setup steps. This practical experience is essential for confidently passing your certification. When not to use the SAP BTP trial account. Running business-critical applications. The trial account is not designed for production workloads and lacks service-level agreements. For example, do not run your company's online customer ordering system here, as unexpected downtime could directly impact revenue. Always use a production account for applications essential to your business operations. Storing sensitive customer data. The trial account is not secure enough for private information like payment details or personal records. For example, never upload client credit card numbers to trial systems. Always use production-grade environments to protect customer confidentiality and meet data security regulations. High-performance requirements. The trial account has limited resources, so it cannot handle workloads needing fast response times or heavy processing. For example, a real-time inventory tracking system with thousands of simultaneous users would lag or fail. Therefore, for such demanding scenarios, a production account is essential. Long-term project development. Trial accounts expire after 90 days and cannot be extended, making them unsuitable for projects lasting months. For instance, developing a full-scale procurement application would be risky as your work could be lost upon expiration. Therefore, always choose a paid subscription for any serious, ongoing development work. Welcome to your first steps on SAP Business Technology Platform. Visit the SAP BTP trial website. This is where you can access a free, hands-on environment to explore SAP Business Technology Platform. For example, a student can sign up to build a simple app without any cost. This initial step opens the door to learning and experimenting with cloud services. Sign up with your email address. This means creating your SAP BTP account by entering your email, which serves as your unique identifier. For example, if you work at a company, you'd use your corporate email to register. This initial step is essential to access all platform services and begin your cloud development journey. Follow the activation steps. This means completing the required setup in your BTP account to turn on and access a service. For example, to use the SAP Build Apps service, you must navigate to your global account, provision it, and assign entitlements. This foundational process unlocks the service's capabilities for your development work. Access your personal cockpit. This is your central web-based control panel for managing all your SAP BTP services and applications. For instance, a developer uses it daily to check their project's resource usage and performance. It is your primary entry point for all platform activities. Navigating your trial cockpit. Dashboard shows your account overview. This means you can see all your key account information in one central screen. For example, it displays your available cloud credits, active services, and regions, like checking your bank statement to see balances and recent transactions. This gives you immediate insight into your account's status and usage. Services menu lists available options. This means the menu shows all BTP tools you can activate, like databases or AI services. For example, if you needed secure cloud storage, you'd check here to find and enable it. This is your central hub for discovering and managing all services. Sub-accounts organize your work. This means you can group different projects or environments into separate, manageable spaces. For example, a company might use one sub-account for development and another for testing. This structure keeps your resources and access neatly separated, making everything easier to manage and control. Easy access to all trial features. This means you can quickly find and use every available trial service without searching. For instance, you can immediately start building a mobile app or setting up analytics directly from the cockpit. This central access saves you time and lets you explore everything SAP BTP offers efficiently. Maximizing the value of your trial experience. Start with simple exercises. This means building foundational skills before tackling complex projects. For example, begin by deploying a basic Hello World application to the Cloud Foundry environment. This initial success builds confidence and practical understanding. Mastering these basics is the essential first step for all future development. Explore different services gradually. Do not activate everything at once. Start with one core service, learn it, and then add another. For example, begin by building a simple app with the Business Application Studio, then later connect it to the SAP HANA Cloud database. This step-by-step approach builds a solid foundation without overwhelm. Take notes of what you learn. This means actively writing down key points and discoveries during your trial. For example, if you successfully deploy your first app, record the steps taken. This practice ensures you build a valuable personal reference guide, reinforcing your learning and saving time later. Do not be afraid to experiment. This means freely trying out different services and features in your trial account to see what works. For instance, you could test building a simple app using the Business Application Studio. Learning by doing is the best way to understand the platform's capabilities. Ready to begin your enterprise adventure. You now understand the trial account basics. This means you can access and navigate the SAP BTP trial environment to explore its services. For instance, you might use it to build a simple app that tracks daily tasks without any cost. With this foundation, you are prepared to start creating and experimenting confidently. Perfect foundation for hands-on practice. This means you will learn the core concepts and tools needed to work confidently on the platform. For example, you will understand how to set up a trial account and deploy your first application. This solid start ensures you can actively build and experiment with real SAP BTP services right away. Remember, it is your safe learning space. This means you can freely experiment, make mistakes, and ask questions without any pressure or judgment. For example, if you create a trial account and accidentally delete a resource, you can simply start over without any negative consequences. So, feel comfortable exploring and learning at your own pace. Let's start building in the next lesson. This means you will begin creating real applications using SAP BTP tools yourself. For example, you could build a simple app to track project tasks and deadlines. This hands-on practice is the best way to solidify your new skills and see immediate results.